Yes, hello and welcome to Brookvale. Four Pines Park is the venue for tonight's Wednesday clash. First of a doubleheader, and it's the Brisbane Broncos taking on the Manly Sea Eagles. And what a game this is going to be. Both sides 2-2 heading into round 5. And joining me in the box tonight is my good mate Tyrone Clay. Tyrone, what are we expecting tonight? What can the fans expect to see from this clash here?
Yeah, Sonny, they'll be expecting a high-intensity game as both of these sides... Actually, Broncos, I think, picked up only their first win of the season last week, so they'll be against the Knights, and so they'll be on a roll. And Manly have been almost outperforming themselves to what most people would have thought. So this should be a highly intriguing game.
Yeah, that's for sure. As we're underway here with John Baker's, and just to pull a quick fact check, Tyrone, the Broncos actually did win their first. Was it their first game or second game? It was one of them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, fact check, and I don't even know the facts. But anyways, it's going to be a great game. Obviously, the Broncos beat the Newcastle Knights last season. Their first loss for the Knights, and it's a play on here. 6 again, says the referee, as Ben Punch comes up with an offload. Looked like it might have been fumbled a bit. But the refs will give the ball to Manly as they approach the red zone here for the Broncos. First tackle now inside the 10. Beckman plays the ball. Buckingham gives it out inside back to KCK. KCK had a great game in game 1 for the Blues, going down to the Maroons. And a last minute thriller, 30-28, but he'll be looking to back off for Clubland before tomorrow's game 2 clash at Suncorp as Ben Punch winds up with it for tackle. They're about 4 metres shy of the try line here. Manly looking to get on the front foot early on. They give a wide out ball to Dom Young. And he'll barge over, but he's turned over there. It'll be one more play here left for the home side. The bunker will just quickly double check that one. And it'll be red lights here at Four Pines Park. So one more roll of the dice for Manly. Let's see how they go here. 5th and last. They drop back short to Bontoff. They put up a high bomb just in front of the posts. It's tapped back to KCK. KCK steps one, but it'll be brought down in a 2-man tackle there on the line. And Tyrone, it was a great start for Manly, but they just couldn't ice it on that 5th tackle option.
It was pretty unlucky for Manly there. They had the field position. They put up the bomb, but just good goal line defence from Brisbane stopped them in their tracks.
That's your second. He's held.
And ill discipline there. Penalty being conceded from Manly. And that'll certainly relieve a bit of pressure for the Broncos as Bakers looks to get them out of danger, out of their own half. 3 minutes played here, and it's going to be a great game between these two sides. As we see Eddie Oliver, what a game he had last week, scoring a double and running for over 300 metres in that 31-30 victory over the Knights. And for the Sea Eagles, going down in a gritty, tough match against the Cronulla Sharks, 12-19. And I certainly was a fan of that game, as we see Lillard now charging forward just short of the 30. They go short side to Edwards, and Edwards will take the run. 4th tackle for the Bronx. Yet to go inside the red zone here, but they're getting closer as Captain Anthony McDonald will wind up with it. 26 on the set. 5th and last here, the Broncos. They've got one in deep in the pocket. They'll double pass it out to Bakers, who puts it a high bomb towards the wing there. And Corey Boyd comes up with it, but nothing doing there on the end of that kick.
Good set there from Brisbane. Just worked their way into Manly territory, but just couldn't find the chocolates, unfortunately, on the 5th tackle play.
And Aaron Beckman finding space there, and he'll get the long ball out to Bontoff. But Bontoff's brought down just shy of the 40-second tackle for Manly. Inside reverse pass to KCK, back inside, and he'll shrug one off. He'll have to be brought down, though, as Manly enter the Broncos side of the field now. 3rd tackle, Anderson. He'll try and make something happen, but he's brought down. 2-man tackle. 4th here for Manly. Where will they go? They shift it inside to Kyle Lewis. He'll get a cutout ball to Ollie Parche, one of the headline forwards of this Manly Sea Eagles forward pack. 5th and last here. They'll drop it to Kyle Lewis. Kyle Lewis with a crossfield punt. Who's going to end up with it? Corey Boyd fielding it on the full. And he'll have enough space to just wind it back outside, or outside of the 10.
Yeah, it's a good kick there from Cole Lewis. The experience just put it down into the corner, and
He's held
the
there.
great kick chase as well, just to keep them down inside their own end.
And Oliver with a break from dummy half here.
Hands off.
Will be looking to follow up last week's great performance with another one here tonight, but it's not an easy task to do. In Brookvale, one of the hardest venues for an opposition to get a victory at. We see now, cut out ball from Akita Bakers. He'll wind up with it. Fifth and last here. Broncos just inside Manly's half as they drop back to Luke Short. And Luke Short will have a stab at it now. Down to Freeburn. Freeburn winding up with it. He's got space on the run, but he's brought down in a gang tackle there. Will cover defense. And Tyrone, so far, it's been neck and neck. Very physical, very tough through the middle.
2 on the keep going.
Yeah, it has been. It has also been a bit back and forth. They've just both sides, as we say that, and he throws a loose pass and let off the hook there were the Broncos.
Yeah, a huge mistake there for Manly. That invites pressure inside their red zone. First tackle now for the Broncos. They'll shift it left to Sonny Sharp, and Sonny Sharp will take the hit up. Second tackle now. Eddie Oliver gives it right side. They go short to Bakers. Short to Short now, and tiny Luke Shaw will try and barge his way over there. He's got a few post-contact meters on the tackle. Third tackle now. Inside ball. Bakers gives it out to Edwards. Trying to switch the play here to the other side of the field, but nowhere to go. Fourth tackle now. Cut out ball. Short gives it to Manu, and Manu nearly breaking the line there. Could have dove in there, but he was brought down with the tackle. Fifth and last here, the Broncos. Where will they go? It's a flat ball to Bakers, who tries to get it off in time, and it's 6 again. Colvin Walmsley will end up scooping that ball. And that's one off the hook there for Manly.
Yeah, that was just a disappointing end to it. So all he needed to do was just grab it. He held it for too long. Just coughed the ball up and knocked it on.
And Walmsley, speaking of Origin, what a game, what a try he scored in that game one against the Maroons at Eden Park. A chip and chase play there. Very rare that we see those in the SRL. And he'll be looking out to back his Origin form into this one. Fourth tackle now. Alex Chapman plays the ball to Buckingham. Buckingham gives it short to Ollie Pache, and Pache is driven back. So not much on this set here for Manly. They'll look to kick it out of trouble. Fifth and last here. Buckingham drops it to Bontoff, and Bontoff will try and just boot it downfield. But Rakamanu, is there and waiting. He steps one. He's just got to beat KCK now. Can he do it? KCK trying to cut him off there on the flank, and he'll get there. Needed to be made. First tackle for the Broncos. It's a wide ball. Baker's inside to Lillard. Lillard now taking one down as he goes about 16, 17 meters from the try line. Second tackle now. Edwards gives it to Manu. Manu steps that right edge, but he's brought down now. Third tackle. Broncos getting closer to the line here. And flat ball to Lillard, and Lillard will try and barge over, but he's turned around on his back. Bit of a questionable ball there, but the ref won't look at it. He'll just try and check the grounding. But the Broncos with a prime opportunity again inside this red zone. We'll see how this Manly wall can hold up. It's no try here, so fourth tackle now. 69 meters gained on the set. Nice, as we see AMAC wind up with it. Fifth and last here. Broncos, where will they go? Oliver drops it to Edwards, and Edwards puts up a high bomb, but it's very short, and KCK will wind up with it. And another let off there for the Seagulls time.
Yeah, there was a wasted opportunity there. They had so much field position, but they couldn't really do anything with it, to be honest. As now we get to see KCK just do what he does best and just gets a line break.
Yeah, the battle of the fullbacks will be intriguing tonight. KCK up against Wakamanu. Can't wait to see how it all unfolds. It's been a great game between both sides so far, as Dom Young will take the last tackle there. Fifth and last now for Manly. Buckingham gives it short to Bontoff, then Bontoff will try and just boot it downfield. Playing the possession game, it seems. And Dylan Sharp wrapped up in a huge tackle there from a swarm of Manly defenders. So first tackle inside their red zone. Lillard finds space now. He'll break the gap. KCK having to come up and make the tackle. He'll be second now, and he's held in there. Another penalty conceded for Manly, and the referee giving an early warning. Any more infractions, and we could see a sin bin here, Tyra.
we could see a sim in here. They just need to be more disciplined, mainly. Otherwise, someone will be sitting down for 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it's very early in this game. Jeez, to be conceding penalties like that, it's not the start that you want, but Manly doing a good job so far of just holding up against the adversity, but they're not doing themselves any favours as the Broncos march closer to the red zone. They'll get there with that run from Sonny Sharp now. Third tackle, Broncos. Cut out ball to Bakers. Bakers hits the gap, but he decides to pass it to Manu. Out wide to Plays, and Plays is brought down by Anderson, I think it is. Fourth tackle here. Broncos about 10 metres short of the line. Short gives it out to Simon Hunt. Simon Hunt winding up with it. Brought down by 2. Fifth and last here. 34 gained on this set. The Broncos give it to Bakers, who tries to get the grubber away. And again, that fifth tackle option, the kicking game, just not doing themselves any favours.
Yeah, as you said, just Broncos letting themselves down on those tackle options. If they could be doing so, and a penalty given away by Brisbane, both sides just seem to be ill-disciplined currently, only early on as well.
Yeah, referee Will Kay imposing his will on this game early on. He's not going to tolerate any slowdown of the play the ball. And that's already 3 penalties conceded in total, 18 minutes played. The discipline definitely going to have to be an area that both teams will need to lock down on as KCK tries to make something happen on the right edge. Second tackle now. Manly playing it from the 40. He goes short to Beckman. Beckman winds up with it, playing the 13 jersey. We'll get them to halfway now. Bit of a slow play the ball as he finally gets it out to Kyle Lewis. Kyle Lewis has space, and Kyle Lewis will get some extra meters. Therefore, Manly gets him closer to the red zone. Fourth tackle now. Manly go left side. Cut out ball to Anderson. And Anderson's brought down there. Fifth and last, Manly, what are they going to do with it? What can they come up with here? They're going to drop it back. Kyle Lewis is in the pocket. And he'll get off a high bomb here. Rakamanu's going to let it bounce, I think, but he'll catch it. And Rakamanu nearly broke away from KCK, but that was a risky play to let it bounce there, Tyrone.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's so many risks imposed with just letting it bounce. Strong run there from Brisbane to get out of their own end.
They'll be looking to back it up here with a good attacking set of Sonny Sharp now. He's been heavily involved so far in this game. Third tackle. Broncos go left. They're going to try an inside ball that goes straight to Ollie Pache. Pache had open passes, but it closed in on him. And now Manly inside the red zone. First tackle here. They give it to Walmsley, and Walmsley will get them over the 10. Seagulls looking to try and capitalise off that mistake here. Buckingham, flat ball out to Lewis, who gives it out wide to Dom Young. Steps 1. Dom Young brought down in the gang tackle, and he's wrapped up there just short of the line. Third tackle, Manly. Will they go from dummy? No, they give it to Bontoff. Then Bontoff will try and get there, but he's turned on his back. Good goal line defense from the Bronx here. Fourth tackle, short ball. Aaron Beckman. Oh, he's held up over the line. Fifth and last here for Manly. They'd hate to squander this one. They'll drop it back. Oh, and it's play on there. KCK making a dog's breakfast out of it, and Tuxiog will be there to just clean it up. Oh, Tyrone. Not the finish, or not the fifth tackle option that Manly were expecting or prepared for, dare I say.
That was really disappointing from Manly. They were so close to the line, but yet they butchered the last tackle option. This game's still locked up, and they're just... They're right, never mind.
Yeah, don't worry. This game's got me losing my speech as well. It's been a breathtaking game. Very physical, very gritty. But both teams just lacking on the fifth tackle options there. It's been a letdown for both sides respectively. Dylan Sharp on the wing now. He'll step KCK, but he's brought down in a cover tackle. And it'll be fifth and last here. 48 gained on the set from the Brisbane Broncos as they'll drop back. Corey Boyd gives it to Isaac Edwards, and he'll just stab it downfield to Ethan Goodwin. Ethan Goodwin's got space. He's trying to get that left hedge, and he could pass the ball, but he'll just take the tackle. Smart play there to just take it. Don't want to take any risks now. Rakamanu being forced on the last line of defense to just rush up on him as Freeburn gets it now. Second tackle. Manly on their 40 line as they give it out to Kyle Lewis. Flat ball to Walmsley, and Walmsley will try and march to the 30. He's a couple meters short. Referee telling them to get up and play the ball. Huge cutout ball to Lewis, to Bontoff, to KCK. KCK, he's trying to turn Rakamanu inside out. But Manu reading him like a book there. Fourth tackle now. Manly, they go short. Bontoff out to Taxiog, and Taxi will just have to take the contact, driven back there. Fifth and last, Manly about 7 meters away from the try line. How are they going to ice it this time? They give it to Kyle Lewis. Perfectly placed bomb there. Who's going to be under it? It's Justin Plays. And Justin Plays driven back, but a good take there from the Broncos. And Tyrone, both teams, goal line defense on those fit tackle options has just been clutch at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's keeping both sides in this game. Just their work rate in defense, especially on their goal line. It's going to be tough to see who breaks the drought, who scores first. But I guess we'll wait and find out.
As McEnroe takes that run now on the left-hand side. Luke Short back through the middle, gets a big palm off away. KCK will be forced to take him down. Fifth and last here for the Broncos. Where will they go? They go right side to John Bakers. Bakers will just give it a nice stab down to the left corner of Shannon Freeburn. Steps one, but he's brought down. And a good chase there from John Bakers. First tackle now, Manly. They give it short to Walmsley. Inside to Robson, and Robson will take the two-man tackle there. Second for Manly. Looking to bounce back after last week's loss here at home. And Rex Buckingham makes an intercept, and John Bakers ends up with it, but he gets absolutely hammered there by Aaron Beckman, I think it was. And Sonny Sharp ends up with it now for the Broncos. Another prime opportunity for them. Can they capitalize here with this possession? Back inside to Raika Manu, but Raika Manu into a wall of defenders there. Third tackle now. Broncos give it short. Edwards, nearly fumbled the play there, but Sharp will hold on to his lollies. Fourth tackle now, just short of the 20. Broncos marching closer as they give it out wide to Rakamanu, and Rakamanu could have passed it out to the left, but he's brought down, and it'll be fifth and last here. Brisbane, they drop it short. Edwards is there. Edwards tries to get the grubber away, but he knocks it on, and again, the story of the night so far, Tyrone. Fifth tackle options just letting both teams down.
Yeah, they're just their worst. They're just their own worst enemy at this point. They're doing well on defense, but both attacks have just been letting their teams down.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if this could be a scoreless first half, because it's half an hour played and it's 0-0. We're yet to see any points from both sides as Beckman now gets the big fend away. Raika Manu, a defensive anchor, being forced to come up again. Fourth tackle. Manly shift it outside, back inside to KCK. Tried to catch that line offside, but he'll be brought down. Fifth and last here. Manly, they'll drop it in the pocket to Bontoff. Then Bontoff will just punt it towards the wing of Justin Plays. Plays steps one. He's got space. KCK's looming. He gets the ankle tap, and that's just enough for the reinforcements to get the cover tackle now. First tackle, Brisbane. Trying to get over the halfway line. They'll do so with Caleb Jeff. Caleb Jeff with a huge hit up there. Bumps one off, and he'll get them short of the 40 inside Manly territory now. Bakers will try and wind up with it. Third tackle. And geez, the Broncos, what are they going to do here? Where are they going to look? They go to Mali Arki, and Arki, the number 4, trying to get some space here on the wings. They'll go back inside. Rakamanu's just got to beat KCK. He gets the offload away, and Bakers is there to scoop it. But Bakers will be brought down. Good desperation from Manly. Fifth and last here. Eddie Oliver gives it short to Luke Short, and Short will pull it up. Who's going to be under it? Clutch stuff there from Ethan Goodwin.
Yeah, Ethan Goodwin under pressure there, just under the high ball and takes it. And he's rewarded with his team with a 7-tackle set.
That's one. Move.
Yeah, and it's just no give at all for... another penalty given away, and this time the ref will give a final warning against the Broncos. And both teams now cannot afford to concede another penalty, or they could see one of their troops marched off for 10.
It's as simple as that. You just give away a penalty, give away another held-in tackle. Someone will be sitting down.
Referee definitely imposing his authority on this game. And geez, you want to see them play on a bit here, because there's been no points scored. First tackle now, Walmsley finds some space short of the 10. And it's looking very good for Manly early on the set. Kyle Lewis caught flat-footed there, and it will just take the run. Third tackle now. Manly about 6-7 meters shy of the try line. They go left side. Anderson with a nice cutout ball to Shannon Freeburn, and Shannon Freeburn will score the first points of the game. And what a try it was there from Manly.
Yeah, Manly probably well deserved in the end. They've had a few goes at this Broncos line and finally they're going to get over. Stepping past Arkey and plays was Freeburn, and Manly open the game up with only 5 minutes till half time.
Yeah, it's been an absolute slugfest between these two sides. And Kyle Lewis with a huge conversion here. It's a tough one, bit windy at Brookvale tonight, but nonetheless, he's got the bend on it. And that'll bring the lead to 6-0 in favour of the home side. And, geez, just when it looked like we could have headed into the sheds with a stalemate at halftime, Manly finally making one of their opportunities count, finally being able to capitalise off the possession there. And this could be the start of their momentum swing, Tyrone.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're going to also bank for a good set off the kickoff as Robson bumps through one. And yeah, also Brisbane are going to need to have a good defensive set as well here. Obviously, they don't want Manly to have any momentum going into the break.
As Beckman again gets the big fend away with the offload, Walmsley out space. But yeah, Brisbane, they haven't really done too much wrong. They've had a solid game. It's just being able to finish. Oh, and as we see there, hit off the ball, and Mario McEnroe will scoop it up. Home fans not happy with that one, but regardless, Brisbane will get the ball now. Back inside, Oliver to Manu. Manu just has to be KCK, but he gets the offload, and it was Baker's, I should say, that ends up with it. Second tackle now. Broncos looking to try and get points on the board before half-time. 3 minutes away on your TBC Live SRL Premiership clash. And oh, very close, marginal for that being called a penalty as Eddie Oliver gets the break. Oh, but he just ends up throwing an interception. And good awareness there from George Robson to just swoop on that one.
Oh yeah, George Robson, great awareness. And Broncos cough up the ball yet again inside Manly's red zone. And, inside the red zone, and that's just disappointing.
Yeah, they had a golden opportunity to try and get points on the board before half-time. But now they might have a chance here. One more set. Manly going for the early 40-20. Kyle Lewis shanks the kick. And Justin Plays will come infield to scoop it up. Oh, and he's broken the line by KCK. Just holding his ground. And he'll bring him down here. But the Broncos, again, a repeat set inside their half. As we see McDonald end up with it now, the skipper. Trying to inspire his team before they head in to half-time. Second tackle here, 40 seconds left on the clock. Rakamanu gives it out wide to Justin Plays, steps through the line. Justin Plays gets the offload to Malia Key. And the Broncos, great ad-lib play on this set. Third tackle, they got 15 seconds left. Can they get something on the board before half-time? Simon Hull will wind up with it. Last play you'll have to say here. They'll go short. McDonald will just wind up with it. Takes the contact. And welcome back for the second half. Your first Wednesday game of the evening. It's Manly with a 6-0 lead here at home against the Broncos. And Tyrone, there was not too many points being scored in that first half, as you can see, but it was very neck and neck stuff there, very physical between both sides.
I think this game has been more about the defense than the attack. Both teams are really defending their lines really well, and they're getting rewarded for it.
Yeah, the goal line defense from both sides has been tremendous tonight, very clutch. And Bakers throws an intercept straight to the opposite half of Bontoft, and Bontoft will scoop it up now. First tackle inside the red zone. What a start for Manly as they go short side to Beckman, back inside to Walmsley, and Walmsley will be wrapped up. Second tackle now, Seagulls trying to capitalise off this opportunity. Rex Buckingham will take a dart from dummy half, and he'll get them about 6 meters closer to the line. Third tackle now, Manly. They go left side, flat to Lewis, cut out ball to Walmsley, and Walmsley's driven back again. Fourth tackle now. Where will Manly go? Where will their attack lead to? As they go, great try there by KCK. And who else but the Manly skipper, Kane Chapman-Kenny, getting the first.
They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. They're dead inside.
He just steps through. It was a one-on-one tackle. He just stepped past. I think it was Eddie Oliver there, and he just went straight in under the sticks. And Manly gonna extend this lead yet again past to 2 tries.
Yeah, you can never write off the KCK effect. And especially in those one-on-one instances, you have to make the tackles because he doesn't need much space and he'll just slip through and find his way across the line like he did so. 12-0 in favour of the home side, Manly Warringah Seagulls. Only 2 minutes, or just over 2 minutes played so far in this second half. And Brisbane, what do they have to do to get back in this game, Tyrone?
They're just gonna have to. They're gonna have to defend well, but they're also gonna have to not make errors. I think the reason why Manly have scored their 2 tries is the back of their own mistakes, and if they could just cut that out, then they'll be right back.
Yeah, great point there. And like you said, Brisbane not doing themselves any favours. I think both tries being conceded off the back of errors. So we see Buckingham now getting a dart from dummy half again. Third tackle, shy of the 40, Manly looking to try and get out of their own half as KCK will take the dart from dummy half. He stepped Manu, but he was brought down there from the back by one of his Broncos teammates. And it's fourth tackle, Coven Walmsley shut down again. 60 gained on the set for the Seagulls. 5th and last here. Where will they go? Walmsley slow to play the ball as they give it in the pocket to Lewis. Lewis shanks the kick straight in the arms of Bakers. And he's undercooked that one as Bakers ends up with it. So first tackle for the Broncos. They'll find the gap and Justin plays. Justin plays, gets the ball out to Luke Short. He took the 2-man contact. And Luke Short, if he just had a bit more speed on him, could have went through. But nonetheless, the Broncos now slowly fighting their way towards the red zone. Third tackle inside the 30. Simon Hunt brought down there. We'll give it inside. Bakers. Left side to Isaac Edwards. And Edwards will wind up on the 20 now. And referee telling them to hurry up, get up and play the ball. Fourth tackle, Liam Evans will try and just run it straight through the middle there. 5th and last, Broncos on the 10. Eddie Oliver, where will he go? Broncos drop back. It's off the noggin there of Caleb Jeff, and that's a Falcon. He'll just try and save the play. But again, we talk about 5th tackle options, Tyrone, and it just seems to be the curse for Broncos tonight on their attack.
Yeah, that's been their downfall. I would reckon they've had good field position next to nearly all night, and they just haven't been able to convert those 5th tackle options, which is why their score is currently at a big fat donut.
Yeah, and last week the Broncos pulling off a miracle comeback against the Knights, 31-30, and you just got to wonder how much that game would have taken out of them physically and even emotionally. Seagulls looking like they're trying to redeem themselves after their loss last week at home. The first of their season, I believe, as they drop it to Kyle Lewis. Kyle Lewis will get the punt away. It bounces to Dylan Sharp, who'll step one. Dylan Sharp now, he's honed in by 2 Manly defenders, Ethan Goodwin and KCK, there to bring him down. But it's first tackle inside Manly's half. Inside ball, Luke Short gives it inside to Evans, and Evans is wrapped up there. Second tackle now. Broncos, where will they go? Eddie Oliver directs it right to Rakamani. Rakamani's just one-on-one with KCK. But KCK, the experienced SRL fullback, just there showing him his experience. Bakers now. He had an option on the right, but he'll take the contact. 4th tackle inside the red zone now. Broncos, Eddie Oliver gives it to Short. Short inside ball to Evans. And Evans will get a couple post-contact meters there on that play. 5th and last now. Broncos, where will they go? Looking for their first points of the game. It's a grubber kick to Edwards, but no, he's dropped it. And again, the curse just strikes once again, Tyrone.
Yeah, the curse continues. If he just had got a perfect grubber off there, I think that was Caleb Jeff that would have been straight over and would have had their first points, but just the curse strikes again.
As we enter the 50-minute mark here, and the Broncos just, you can tell they're starting to get a bit desperate now. They need to get back on the board. They need to get points on the board, and that is one way to try and open that lane up. Sonny Sharp The second row getting the intercept there, and it's a clutch play that gives Brisbane possession just short of the red zone with the first tackle up their sleeve. Caleb Jeff now, he's wrapped up in a two-man tackle. Second here, Eddie Oliver gets him out, or gets the ball out to Bakers, who gives it inside to Simon Hunt. And the big boppers through the middle trying to just, barge their way, but Caleb Jeff runs straight into a huge shoulder there. Not sure who it was that put the tackle on there. Might have been Beckman. But the Broncos now fifth and last here, about 4 meters short of the line. Where will they go? What can they do? Isaac Edwards puts up a high bomb towards the left-hand side. Who's going to be there? It's tap back Raikamanu, and Raikamanu, he spills it, I think.
I think he's dropped that.
It would have been a great try.
Let's have a look. He has! Oh, what a tackle from KCK. Desperation at its finest.
KCK. Desperation just prevailing there. Does enough to force that one loose. And his Manly teammates rallying around him there. You can see how much that play meant to them. And they'll get the ball now. Manly, Broncos finally getting across the line, but they couldn't put the ball down. And geez, Tyrone, you got to wonder if this is going to catch up with the Broncos in the end, because their opportunities are just going to waste.
Yeah, their opportunities are going to waste. But that play there was just unlucky. He got over the line. All they had to do was just put it down. But their luck is not in right now, unfortunately, for the Broncos. Hopefully they can turn around the last 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's just a tough task to try and get past KCK. Showing his experience there on that defensive play could be the one that turns the tide in their favour for Manly when it's all said and done. But nonetheless, the Broncos looking to get themselves out of their own end now. We'll give it inside to Bakers, and Bakers will try and take that one. Gets a few post-contact meters there. Second tackle, Brisbane. Cutout ball from Oliver to Luke Short, who puts on the big fend. And he'll take a defender down with him as he gets shy short of the 40. The short tongue twisters that I'm coming across tonight. 54 minutes played here. Your Wednesday evening games. TBC Live, SRL Premiership. And it's a Falcon once again. And an unforced mistake there from the Broncos sees Manly with yet another prime opportunity inside the half.
Not what they needed there, Broncos. Just the loose error. And as now Ollie Parche goes up the middle. Manly are going to have great field position to try and put more points on the board.
Yeah, with the way this game has gone, this could be the dagger play if Manly cross that line, and they're looking to do so through Ben Punch, but Ben Punch can't force his way over there. Third tackle now. Kyle Lewis, he's wrapped up, but he's turned on his back. Referee will quickly want to check it, but we will be coming back for this one. As you see, Baker's there with his teammate, just doing enough to turn Manly over on their back. So they'll hold off for this play, but there's two more left. Fourth tackle for Manly. Cutout ball. Freeburn gives it out to Bontoft. Then Bontoft barging his way, but it'll be held up there. Fifth and last now. Manly, what can they do with it? They drop back in the pocket. Beckman puts in the grubber, but it's straight to Luke Short. And the Broncos live to fight another day.
Yes, they do live to fight another day. And Broncos really going to have to start kicking into gear now, as there's not long left, but a great run and off it. Sonny Sharp.
And Sonny Sharp, what a game he's been having tonight. Probably the best forward for the Broncos, one of their best players. And a trick play inside to Manu, very risky. But they hold on to the ball as they enter Manly's side of the field. Eddie Oliver from dummy half, and he'll get about another 20-25 meters there for the Broncos. Great run there from Eddie Oliver. Fifth and last now. Brisbane, they drop back, right side to Bakers. Bakers puts up a high ball, but it's very shallow. It'll end up straight in the palms of Ash Crutcher. And geez, we keep talking about these fifth option plays. Brisbane maybe starting to get a bit frustrated here because it's not working the way that they would like. As we see Alex Chapman now taking that run. Second tackle, Manly give it back infield to Ollie Partey. He's brought down. Good two-man tackle from the Brisbane defense. Third now, 58 minutes played. Coven Walmsley, he'll take a run up. Fourth now, still haven't crossed over into the other side of the half, but they will so now as Freeburn ends up with it. Fifth and last here, Manly. They need to kick this ball into a good position here as Kyle Lewis tries to do that, but it's straight to Justin Plays. Justin Plays He goes through the traffic jam and he nearly ends up on the other side untouched.
Yeah, it nearly ends up untouched, and probably definitely what the Broncos needed just to get their set underway, get them on the front foot, and hopefully try and put points on the board.
3, back with me.
Yeah, their attack is starting to look like it's slowing down a bit. That fatigue factor certainly settling in for what's been a tight physical battle. And they're looking forward to their bench coming on to inject some fresh legs into their side. As we see John Bakers now, he'll wind up with it. 60 minutes played, down to the last quarter of this round 5 clash. Both teams 2-2, looking to get over 500 as we see Zach Brown gets a huge punt down to the corner of Shannon Freeburn, and Freeburn is met there by the Broncos reinforcements. Goodwin will play the ball and Walmsley will wind up with it over the 20.
That's your
Second tackle now. The Sea Eagles just trying to complete their sets. Play through the middle as Dom Young gets a huge bump off there and he's got space on the edge. Rakamanu will be forced to make the tackle. Third now. Manly inside the half of the Broncos as they give it short. Bontoff goes to Anderson with the offload to Buckingham. And Buckingham keeps it alive there. Fourth tackle now. Sea Eagles, they go cut out ball. Walmsley's there. And he'll wind up with it on the 30. 59 gained on this set for the home side. As we see them give it out to Kyle Lewis, who shanks the kick, and Sonny Sharp ends up with it. And I think the war of attrition is starting to settle into our own, because that's consecutive sets from both teams where the kick has just been botched. And you just got to say it's got to be the fatigue factor.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree with the fatigue factor. Just not many stoppages in this game. It's back and forth, and teams are obviously going to get tired. And currently, it's just going to be a stalemate at this point unless something miraculous happens.
And old Sonny Dylan Sharp is taken out of touch there by Ethan Goodwin, and the Sea Eagles rally around him. Just nowhere to go for him. You could see them closing in there, and Dylan Sharp backing his speed by Ethan Goodwin. What a great effort it was to bring him out of bounds into touch. And now the Sea Eagles off the hook there, and they'll get a bit of a breather as they start the set now with Beckman through the middle. First tackle. You go right-hand side, back inside. KCK is there. Watch out. He'll be brought down. Second tackle now. Sea Eagles go back onto the edge through Goodwin. Goodwin steps one, but he'll be closed in there from the defense of Brisbane. Third tackle now. Manly looking very dangerous this half. And it's a deep ball there to Rex Buckingham. And Buckingham deciding to just run it. Fourth tackle now. Manly, they go short inside to Bontoff. To Crutcher. Crutcher steps one, and he's brought down, but he's got the offload away to Dom Young. Fifth and last here for the Sea Eagles. 35 on this set. How are they going to finish this one? They'll go flat. Beckman. And Beckman gets the offload, tries to keep the play alive, but Bontoff is wrapped. And geez. The Broncos showing some guts there to our own, showing some great resilience to not let Manly score off that set.
Yeah, lots of resilience, but they're going to have to try and turn that into attacking momentum. And currently, they're not doing so, and that's the reason probably why they haven't hit the scoreboard yet.
And there's an injury here. Aaron Beckman pulling at his calf, I think it is. He's looking ginger. I think the HIA is going to have to come into effect. He might have copped a head knock there, and he's got something there just troubling him. He's run off on the sideline now. And geez, Aaron Beckman could be a huge loss for Manly next week if he doesn't pull up from this one. We'll keep you updated. Ash Crutcher. Oh my goodness, Ash Crutcher. What a try. What a run there from the Manly Sea Eagles centre. Playing through the middle, Ash Crutcher. Or playing through the edge, I should say. And he cut back infield. Great try for Manly. And geez, maybe a bit of good news after that stinking news that they just received on the sideline.
Yeah, unfortunate about Aaron Beckman, but I think with that try of Ash Crutcher, you can almost say that this game has been put to bed the way this is going.
Yeah, Manly putting up 16 points and Broncos 16 unanswered. They are yet to score a single point in this game. Less than 15 minutes remaining. And Manly, Kyle Lewis will slot this one to make it 18-0. And geez, what a huge set that was. Manly obviously, we'll keep you updated with the condition of Aaron Beckman, but the early signs suggest that he'll probably miss next week, which would be huge for Manly, and not in the good way. But Ash Crutcher doing a great job there to capitalise off that set. And I think you're right, Tyrone. This could put them in the driving seat to just, ride this one off home.
One, release.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, just the way this game's been going, I just can't see Broncos making any sort of comeback. And if they do, fair play, it'll be miraculous. So I guess we'll have to just
Three,
wait and
back
see.
with me. He's held there.
Yeah, they got to dig deep, the Broncos. It's not impossible, but it is going to take something really special for them to try and claw back within the next 11, 12 minutes. Down by 18 as Bontoff shanks the kick. And, oh, geez, this could be the opportunity right here. The Broncos end up with it. Corey Boyd scoops that one up. And Kyle Lewis, kicking in the second half, has not been ideal, but he's not been the only one.
He's held there.
It's just been that sort of a game. Fatigue affecting both sides through all departments. As we see Sonny Sharp now gets him inside the red zone. Third tackle, the Broncos. They need to score here. This could be the do-or-die set for them as they go back infield to Lillard. Lillard will drive him short of the 10. Fourth tackle now. Broncos, what can they do? Eddie Oliver tries to dart from dummy half. He'll get some post-contact meters, but he's held up there fifth and last. Brisbane, it's all or nothing here. You'd have to think. Edwards puts in the grubber. Who's going to end up with it? It's Coven Walmsley. And geez, Tyrone, I hate to put a pencil through the line early, but I think that could be the make or break play there for the Broncos.
Yeah, it is the make or break play. I have to agree with you. I just don't think. With the amount of time there is left, it's going to have to require a miracle, I think, for them to try and come back in this one.
Hands off. Held.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the home fans are just loving it now. They weren't making too much noise in the first half. There wasn't too much to celebrate. But the second half has been certainly better for the Seagulls.
Hands off.
And a win here tonight would see them move up the ladder with a 3-2 record after round 5. And be interesting to see how that all plays out on the SRL ladder as we see Bontoft end up with it. Oh, he takes one run too many and doesn't give himself enough space to get the kickoff away. Alex Chapman ends up with it, but nothing doing there for the Seagulls. So Brisbane, one last throw of the dice. Aki through the middle, just has to be Casey K. Can he do it? Oh, he's taken from behind there. Good ankle tap. And it'll be first tackle about 27 shy of the try line. They go right-hand side, back inside to Rakamanu. And Rakamanu runs it straight into the shoulders of Manly defenders. Second tackle, about 19 metres there. Flat ball to Lillard. Lillard bumps one off. And he'll try and take the contact, take a few down with him. Third tackle now. Broncos about 6 metres away from the line. Oliver, flat ball out wide from Bakers to Edwards. And Edwards is driven back. Fourth tackle now. Brisbane. They have to score here. Their travelling supporters are just trying to get them across the line, doing everything they can. Rakamanu barges over, and Rakamanu gets the first try of the game, first points of the evening for the Brisbane Broncos.
Yeah, it's strong there from Rakamani just to dive down, but with how long there is left to go and the way the game's been played, it could just be a consolation try for the Broncos.
Yeah, and it's green lights here at Brookvale. So Brisbane, after 73 minutes, finally getting on the board. And at least if they don't get the result tonight, they'll avoid the goose egg. They'll avoid the fat donut. And Bakers slots this one 18-6. So just under 7 minutes remaining here in this round 5 clash, TBC Live SRL Premiership. It's the home side, the Manly Warringah Seagulls, with a 12-point lead, 18-6 over the visitors, the Brisbane Broncos. And geez, Tyrone, I'll tell you what, if you're Manly, you're in a comfortable position right now, but a 3-2 start to the season would be pretty good for them.
Yeah, it would be very good for them. Not many people would have expected them to be 3-2 at this rate, but they are doing really well, Manly. They just keep grinding wins that teams don't expect them to.
2 hands away.
Yeah, and they're a very gritty side. Even watching the Sharks play against them last week, you know, the Sharks really had to dig deep to beat them. And it wasn't until towards the end where they finally found themselves a break to get away from it. But it seems that this week Manly have learnt the lessons from that game, and it's just been a very clinical performance from them, especially on defense, as Samuel Lillard winds up with it now. Fifth and last, the Broncos. Got to watch out for the kick returns on this kick here. There's not enough space for them to put up a high ball. Edwards will get the punt down towards the corner of Ethan Goodwin. Ethan Goodwin winds up with it, steps one. He steps past money. He's just got to beat the last two defenders, and he's brought down there. Great breakaway run from Ethan Goodwin. And the Manly Warringah Seagulls not looking to let off any pressure and offload there to Anderson. Great second phase play there. 76 minutes played, just under 4 minutes to go as Ben Punch winds up with it. Still short of the red zone, but it's third tackle now. Manly Warringah, their home side's trying to urge them on to one more try. They want to see one more before they go home. With a nice smile on their face here. Fourth tackle, short ball inside to Anderson, and Anderson winds up with it on the 10. Fifth and last now. Manly Warringah. Will they get one more to send the crowd home happy? They'll get the grubber. Oh, KCK. He got the bounce, but he just didn't have enough speed and enough momentum to get across the line there.
Yeah, it was quite unfortunate. However, though, they still have had a good game, and they'll be happy rather. Never mind.
Yeah, Brisbane, look, if you're Anthony McDonald, Luke Short, and the Brisbane Broncos, obviously you would have loved to have gotten a win here tonight to get above 500, to get above 50%. But Manly has just really grinded them out tonight, and it's been a very tough game. Bakers now tries to get a 40-20, but it's too short, and KCK will end up with it. Takes it on the left-hand side, but this should be the last set of the game for Manly. Broncos may be able to get one or two plays away in time. But it'll be a 3-2 start for the home side, Manly Warringah Seagulls. And it's a good spot to be in at this point of the season. The Broncos will be looking to bounce back next week in round 6 as KCK breaks the line and he's brought down by Raika Manu. They're not done here. They've got one more in them, you'd have to think, as Manly Warringah shift their right to Bontoff. Then Bontoff will try and barge his way over. Fifth and last now. Last play of the game. 10 seconds remaining. The crowd is counting it down. Short ball. Ben Punch tries to get it away, but McDonald will end up with it. He'll end up with a break there. KCK and Ethan Goodwin's there to bring him down. But that will be full time in this round 4 or round 5 SRL clash. Manly Warringah coming away with an 18-6 victory over the Broncos here tonight.
Yeah, Manly probably the better side in that game, and they totally deserve to win this game in the end.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, Tyrone. As we take a look at the TBC Live stats, KCK, Freeburn and Ash Crutcher all getting tries on the board for the Seagulls. For the Broncos, it was late, but Raika Manu ended up getting them points on the board. We'll take a look and break down the team stats here. Possession just about split. 24 from 29 completions compared to the Broncos, 17 from 26. So the Broncos definitely not completing as much as Manly. Made more errors, 7 compared to the Broncos' 11. 2 penalties conceded from both teams. Broncos having to make over 200 tackles, more missed tackles, but they had more line breaks. But it was just all Manly in this one. And Tyrone, what were your thoughts based on looking at those stats?
Yeah, Broncos did own a couple pockets in this game, but however, if we look at it overall, Manly just well on top with the possession, the completions, and the less errors.
As we take a look at the player stats now, and we'll start with the home side. Kane Chapman-Kenny over 270 metres, run metres in tonight's game. Only missed 1 tackle, but he was clutch on defence. He had 9 line breaks and a try to go with it. Kervin Walmsley, another standout performer, over 200, playing at the number 11 position for Manly, with a couple of line breaks there. Aaron Beckman, Ethan Goodwin, Kyle Lewis and Chris Bontoft all over the century mark for the Seagulls. And we'll take a look at the visiting side stats now as we check it out here. Raika Manu over 200. Eddie Oliver leading the way with 260 run meters, 3 line breaks, and surprisingly no try assists, but it was that sort of a game from the Manly Sea Eagles. Just tough defense. Justin playing at the wing position, 143 run meters. Sonny Sharp, the number 11, 140. Bakers, Luke Shaw, Isaac Edwards, and Sam Lillard all over the century mark. So Tyrone, you could say the Broncos forwards definitely, had a good game tonight, but just not good enough to beat Sea Eagles here at Brookvale.
Yeah, they had a really strong forward pack, but it's just the thing with Manly is they just grinded their way. They just grinded Broncos out of the game, and there's not much they could do about it.
And it was tough, gritty stuff from the Sea Eagles, which sees them after round 5 head towards the top half of the ladder with a 3-2 record. The Broncos dropping below 50% at 2-3, and they'll look to bounce back next week. But what a game it was. Very tough stuff here. Defensive footy at some of its finest, and that'll see us here from Brookvale, 4 Pines Park. Thank you for joining myself, Sonny Tyre, here with Tyrone Clay, and we'll see you on the next game here live on SRL TV.